second. I said the second. I was here. Yeah.
He actually said first at the time. No, when he was speaking, he was actually said first.
I said second.
Yeah, that's fine. If he said second, you are correct after Rashidi Ladoja. But at the time he was speaking, he actually said first.
Quiet in the hall.
Yes.
Second. I can prescribe the truth.
What is going on here is that the fact checker said that P2B said that he was the first governor to come back from impeachment, that it was wrong, that it was Lateef Ladoja for your state. But P2B maintained that he didn't say so, that he said that he was the first to be returned, that received his mandate from the court, and the second to come back from impeachment. And he even challenged them to rewind the video to go and check what he said. And we did that. He actually said that. Let's listen in.
I would say I was the first governor to be declared through the court, because when I contested the election, somebody else was declared, and I went to court and challenged it. And for 3 years, I was declared. 6 months into being governor, I was impeached. I went to court again and challenged the rascality. And I became the second person to come back in this country as the governor from impeachment. And 5 months after that, my tenure again was terminated by an election that was not supposed to exist. And I went back to court and established the tenure of governor, which is what every governor who has disrupted a Nigerian election to date. Without me, the likes of Oshomole, Fayemi, Oriboshala, all these will be governors. It was my challenge of that rascality that made it possible for them to go to court afterwards.
P2B for the second time actually fact-checked the fact-checker. The fact-checker was trying to say that the number of policemen in Nigeria that Kwankwaso quoted was wrong, that the figure he got from the internet was 370,000 or thereabout. But P2B corrected him and told him that he actually verified the figure from the IG of police. Let's listen in.
According to the information on the Interpol website and DataFight, a data company which cited Nigeria's police official sources, the police personnel population is 371,000, yielding 1 officer to 540 citizens ratio, which is also lower than the UN standard. The UN standard is 1 to 450. Yeah. So that claim was false. Yeah.
Okay. Mr. P2B, candidate of the Labour Party, you have 1 minute. Thank you, Pa.
Okay. To answer you, Mr. Taiwo, I said that police force is about 320,000. I went to the present IG of police and told him that the police force is 370, and he said to me 370,000, and he said to me, so I want you to quote him. He said to me, no, it's about 320. I'm quoting him before you fact check. You haven't reached there. For the other things that I've said, what I said is that I was first to come through the court, second to come back for impeachment, then to redefine the election segments, and was able to correct the tenure of governor, that is me. So I was first, second, first.
Yes, the presidential election is less than 100 days away, and there will be many debates among the candidates. This town hall meeting, organized by Arise TV and Center for Democracy and other organizations, didn't start well. In fact, it started with chaotic scenes. People were saying that it is for the presidential candidates to debate among themselves, not, sending representatives or vice presidential candidates.
Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, we understand, please.
Yes, tempers ran high, and presidential debates are not easy task. Everyone wanted to come out high, and P2B did excellently well, as usual. He is someone that keeps granting live interviews everywhere. In fact, among all the candidates, he's the one that have given more interviews. In fact, the interviews made him popular. People continue searching for him to find out what he said next, what the latest interview he has granted. That's why, if you look at the Google trends, he is the one trending all the time. We've made a lot of videos about this trending. You can check them out. And the tension ran high to the level that P2B had to react. You will see that in a moment. Peter Obi had to rebuke Dino, who kept heckling him. You know, the organizers, yes, they're doing a good job to educate Nigerians, to bring the candidates and to debate so that we can hear from their mouth exactly what they want to do, their programs, how they want to change the situation in Nigeria. But having party members around that will heckle other candidates is not a good show, you know. Even Ruben Abati, the anchorman, was a former PDP deputy governorship candidate in Ogun State. So even if he's not actually in politics now, someone like him shouldn't be heading the, debate. He shouldn't be the anchorman of the debate. Maybe they should find someone else in Arai TV like Rufai or someone else so that it will be purely neutral. Because if you look at how everything went on, you will find out that it was like they were going for Peter Obi alone. Even the fact checker had more questions for Peter Obi than others. Although that might be excusable because Peter Obi is always quoting figures, showing statistics. You know, he always intelligently shows you that he has the knowledge about this, information, all the things that are needed to do, how to solve the problems. He always gives you the percentages, how you go up, how you have to do this and get that, In fact, he did excellently well upon all the heckling from Dino and the rest. Let's listen in.
Don't call everybody. This man is NPP now. He called it to be people. You see what is happening here? I won't take this. He called it to be people. This colonel is NPP person now. You call it to be people. Stop that, please, Dino. You did, Dino. Stop that. I'm taking a lot from you here. What is what? Why are you always calling me?
Very quickly, I just want...
Yes, that was frustrating to see because, all the heckling, you can't concentrate to answer questions. Maybe the original plan was to embarrass him on national television, but definitely they didn't succeed. In fact, this gained him more followers because people kept searching. If you go on Twitter, you will see people praising him upon all the, efforts to bring, make the thing turn out. Even some people were suggesting that he shouldn't have participated, that when he found out that Atiku wasn't going to be there and Bola Tinubu wasn't going to attend, that he should have said, okay, maybe we should just call it off. It doesn't really matter because Peter Obi shows that he's a listener. He listens to problems and he has the solutions. He keeps telling people the solutions. And look at it from the marketing side of things. It's a publicity. And the most important thing that he made a good showing. At the end of the day, he came out tops. Another thing that happened was when Dino asked a question that they wanted to maybe use to justify the presence of the vice presidential candidate of the PDP. But the question backfired because Peter Obi answered the question intelligently. Let's listen in.
Good evening, fellow countrymen and women. My name is Dino Melai. My question this evening is to former governor of Anambra State, Peter Obi. And the question is straightforward. With the uncoordinated security network among the security agencies today, and the lack of proper coordination between the office of the president and the vice president, do you, as presidential candidate of Labour Party, believe that the office of the president and vice president is one and same or not? Thank you.
The office of the president and the office of the vice president is not the same. There's a commander-in-chief. The button stops at somebody's desk. He can, of course, delegate that power. That is why when the president travels, we talk about transition. The vice president cannot is not commander-in-chief. In terms of coordination, they should work as a family. They should work together. But as president and commander-in-chief, the decision and the buck stops on my desk. I will be responsible to Nigerians. That team, my vice president.
Quiet in the hall, please.
That team, my vice president, will be working very closely with me. That even the Constitution have areas where he delegated the vice president to head. It didn't say he's commander-in-chief. So I'll be in charge. And I will not...
Please, no noise from the hall.
But that notwithstanding, everybody in government, like the Governor Kowa has said, has to work as a family. A family doesn't mean that you don't have a head. A family, the father is the head, but it's still a family. And they live together. So we will be a family, but I will be in charge.
All right, make sure to subscribe to our channel and enable notification. Till next time, bye-bye.